Hello everyone, welcome back to Mrs. Story Food channel. Today's recipe is the Ghanaian yam balls, and I cherish this recipe so much because it was given to me by my mother-in-law, who is my husband's mom. And at first, when she gave me that recipe, I was like, okay, I really need to try this because her yam balls recipe is different from the other ones, and it has that taste, that onion and garlic taste. You will love it. I guarantee you will love it, and you'll thank me later. So as usual, my dear lovely YouTube people, let's watch this recipe together, and I'll see you very soon for another tasty recipe. Until then, please leave me a comment, thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and bye bye. For this recipe, we'll be needing yam. So I'm using half a yam and it's a big one. So I have peeled my yams and cut it into small pieces, and I am going to wash this and boil them. So you can cut it as small as this or even smaller. It will make it easier to mash it. You also need some plain flour, which is also called all-purpose flour. You need breadcrumbs, and I'll be using two types of breadcrumbs. This one is called golden breadcrumbs. You need 2 medium-sized eggs, half an onion, and 4 garlic cloves. And this is where it gets interesting and tasty. You also need some ground black pepper and some ground nutmeg, some salt to taste. You also need half a can of evaporated milk, and I always say the best brand is Carnation, but you could also use fresh milk. So start off by cutting half an onion and grind it with 4 garlic cloves. You can also use a blender, but with a blender you will have to add a bit of water. So grind it until you get to this consistency. So this is the onion and the garlic cloves, and it is always better to use the asanka or apotuyo because you get the real taste. The next step is to boil the yam. Add some water and boil the yam on a medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. We are now going to separate the egg yolk from the white. Crack it and separate it into 2 shells with your thumb. Make sure you have a bowl underneath so that the egg white can fall into it. Repeat that action until everything is separated. This is the easiest way to separate the egg yolk from the egg white. Okay, so my yam is ready now, and it has been boiling for about 15 minutes, and I am going to get rid of the water and then mash it. So you can mash it with a potato masher like me, or if you don't have it, just simply use a fork, but make sure you mash it well. Now, after it is well mashed, add the garlic and onion to it. Next, add salt to taste. Add some black pepper, add some nutmeg, and add the evaporated milk gradually, and then mix it. So as I was saying in the beginning, I'll be adding about half a can of evaporated milk, and you can use fresh milk if you like, but this is the best to use. Okay, so I am adding the remaining of my evaporated milk. Next, add the 2 egg yolks and mix it. You can always taste it and see if it is well seasoned for you. Now let's make our yam balls. So put some yam puree in your hands, mold it, put it in the flour. Next, put it in the egg yolk, and last but not least, in the breadcrumbs. And this is the golden breadcrumbs. You can do any shape and size you like, and this is the croquette size. This is the second breadcrumbs I was talking about, and it is white soft breadcrumbs that you can get in any supermarket. The ones you see here are made with the golden breadcrumbs, the first one I showed you. I'll be making some with the soft white breadcrumbs, and it is the one you see here. So I made two types of yam balls, but I personally prefer the soft white one, which is the second one I showed you. Let some oil heat, and when the oil is hot, deep fry the yam balls. If your pan is not that big, make sure you do not overcrowd it. Okay, and let it fry until the yam balls become golden brown. And please do not forget to turn them over from time to time, because it can burn very easily. Now, my dear lovely people, my yam balls are ready, and look at this perfect golden brown yam balls, and it is smelling awesome. Let the oil drain on a kitchen towel, and here are my yam balls, people, looking so lovely and smelling awesome in my kitchen. So let me cut one in two for you and show you how it looks like inside, of course, as usual. And check this out on the close-up right here. Isn't this lovely? Yes, people, this is the perfect Ghana yam balls. So everyone, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video with me. And this is Ghana yam balls, and I used two types of breadcrumbs. So the golden ones, the first one I showed you, and the second one is the soft white breadcrumbs. You can use either one you like, but as I said before, I like the soft white one, but that is my own preference. And this recipe again is from my mother-in-law, and I'll thank her so much for giving me this recipe and for sharing it with you. And I can guarantee you, you will enjoy this recipe. It is the best yam balls you can find. So my dear lovely people, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate that. Please give me a thumbs up and give me a comment. I'll see you very soon for another tasty recipe. Thank you, and bye bye.